Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third map underway here, of course. It is Ancient. Very much looking forward to this. We are unsure of what kind of a Movistar to expect. Jekyll and Hyde performance for them on that second map. Nearly taking us to overtime, but not able to get it done. They are angry into this one, not wasting any time with the execute on towards A. Belchonok struggling here from default. The flash pretty damn good, though, to get Deco into the action with those Julies. It's KENSi that comes round for the double kill to seal the deal.
That's pretty wild, right? I mean, it looks like Belchonok is struggling, and yeah, sure, he is to hit his shots, but it takes so much attention away and wastes so much time. He actually does a superb job of staying alive so long, and all the dualies coming in on the rotation. Too much for Movistar Koi to handle. And they're going to go for full Glocks on Movistar Koi in this one. So, I mentioned to you in the little break between maps, Aurora have a very weird streak going on this map of Inferno, dating back to the 3rd of December last year. Of course, they've been playing like various CCT events and stuff like that. Had some big games against G2. They absolutely farmed G2 in that famous game, I think, when G2 was still struggling and doing online events. But it is loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So, win? Let's see.
Maybe. Started off pretty well, hasn't it? Started off pretty well. So, yep, we'll see if that continues for them. Looking good in this round, Trav. Just one kill comes round, and that's because Lackey ran out of ammo. So, easy does it. Second round on the board. Movistar Koi quick with the AKs.
Indeed. Let's see how it goes for them. It's been a bit of a struggle last sort of few days for them. The only comfortable win they've had has been against Havu. Exanida was a game that should have been a lot easier. Wasn't. It was a good performance from the Ukrainians. Yeah, they're probably under a little bit of pressure because, of course, it is the lower bracket. They got destroyed by Fours in the upper bracket match, and Fours is doing even more good work, it seems. Against 9 Pandas in the mainstream right now. Close game there in that third map decider, as we are now. But yeah, I mean, whoever loses this, of course, won't be going to ESL Challenger Melbourne, and a trip to Australia is always something pretty cool that we can do, of course, on the calendar. Whether it's IEM Sydney or ESL Challenger Melbourne, either way. Mopos, did he see KENSi in that cubby? We have a player holding it in Adam, and KENSi almost takes both of them. He'd be delighted to get that amount of damage with his MP9. 4v4, 50 seconds for a plant, and Aurora split.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they're still in a decent enough spot for me. I think that he holds a little risky. Oh, Lackey, unlucky for him. Maybe Belchonok could have committed, but opts to play it safe. And he knows the game better than I do, that is for damn sure. Confident in the reface rather than going in for the trade. Gets that man advantage.
Oh, just has to go for something, and Deco will punish him for that. And Stododo will surely get caught out by Belchonok. Oh, it's a bit of a spooky one, but he ducks right under the flick from Stododo. This is getting very interesting. Aurora, I always mentioned, as soon as we spoke about the bracket in our first game of this qualifier, they're in a weird state right now, Aurora. They have the talented players. They've got KENSi, Norvi, Deco. Lackey has been a great leader. But, of course, the lack of a permanent fifth, losing Hooch, like we've spoken about, of course. Losing such an important presence, an experienced presence in these tough moments. Belchonok has had to fill some tough shoes as well in Celta, who is obviously doing quite well for himself now on Forza. It's a very weird sort of second set of circumstances for them, and yeah, Movistar Koi, you'd think they'd be the favourites, and you'd think they'd win this game, but the talent from Aurora is shining through, I think.
Okay, Movistar Koi. Brief pause that they're able to work with. You know, it is technical in nature, of course, but all the same. See whether they can make this work. A lot of utility expended early on. Not too much off the back of it, but pistol rounds were actually not that bad for them on the T side of Nuke. So I'm definitely curious to see if it has translated. Spam immediately takes out Davy G. Not something you see every day from that spam, you know.
Mentioned, of course, that KENSi had a whale of a time as the outside player on CT side on Nuke. Also, similarly, the Jaguar player on Ancient, at least alongside Norway. And those are the two players you'd want in these positions, that's for sure. Very impactful part of the map. You need some fast, snappy aim to switch over to Shelf and mid, and of course down B lane. There's KENSi getting himself 2 more. Doesn't need to peek for another because Norvi is an insurance policy. Stododo. May as well use the flash. Make sure no one else can pick it up for free, but he wanders straight into the Belchanok headshot. Clean sheet intact. Guns can come out once again. Stododo has his AWP this time. They need a handle hold in this game.
Slow start in once again with the utility. But yeah, a very curious game for these two teams, you know, stealing away each other's map picks. Movistar Koi have really struggled in this qualifier and maybe a bit more generally to find consistency on their maps. Nuke, as we said, no pushover for Aurora, and it did come very close in the end, but felt like it should have been a 2-0 series in their favor with the way the first went down.
Yeah.
The way the game earlier went down as well. Very, very dominant from them. So you'd figure their favourite map would be the easiest game of the day. But apparently not.
Apparently not. Minute to go. Just under. And Adam will chuck his utility in toward mid. Got to be wary of Shelf, of course. And KENSi looking to fight with that. And for that spam, of course, as well. You can do some cheeky damage. He knows his lineups. But not much this time. Belchanok and Donut obviously has to be wary of them pushing up aggressively now. And Stododo's looking for his fight from long. There's the damage, and Davy G takes him. It's going to be all Lackey, and he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, not ideal. But they will keep themselves in a little bit of a doable position here. Deco moving round to take out the AWP. It's actually KENSi behind him that gets it done. Deco's a little bit ahead. Slip the net. Drops 2, make it 3. And a 4K overall to give Aurora yet another round.
Yeah, Norvi and Deco yet to die as well. Stododo and Adam yet to get off the mark. It's not a good look for Movistar Koi so far. I mentioned Aurora's weird on and off record with this map. But Movistar Koi is a little bit more comfortable on it, even though they only have a 50% or so record in 10 games. They have won 3 of their last 4. Of course, the all-important game against Fnatic to qualify for the major in the RMR. That was the map to make it in the Swiss 2-1 match. Of course, we know that Fnatic aren't there just yet, but their new composition, but still. Back in the open qualifiers for the RMR, Movistar Koi played Spirit in Spirit's first ever game with Shiro, I believe. Koi won that in a BO1, 13-9. Says a lot. Right now they're not showing that. It would be a bit comical if Aurora are able to keep up this streak of win-loss, win-loss, win-loss since December. It would very much look like red light, green light on HLTV.
Alright, let's see.
This time. Flash counter, in we go.
Yeah, deadly stuff. Brilliant flash as well. Really well played. 4 on 3 immediately out of the gate. So, time being taken here for Movistar Koi. Trying to react well. And, you know, not a bad idea to go towards B. It is a little vulnerable until Norvi comes in from the side with zero pressure to stop him. Aurora looking very dominant here. And Movistar Koi, man, maybe the mental's gone. You know, that previous map, really difficult loss for them in the end. And that might be too much for them. I don't know. This isn't looking good. I would have taken a timeout by then, and they haven't. So, yeah, panicking for sure.
And this is for elimination. It's not like it's an upper bracket match where they have a chance later. They had that chance against Fours, of course. Won the first map against Fours, lost the next two pretty easily. More fast mid control with the pistols this time. AVG up close, but the smoke will get blown up and Deco will happily take that every day of the week. This is looking so good for Aurora, man. Surprisingly good.
Belchonok, oh, first line of defense will get taken down. Deco's still here. Great game for him thus far, and he's looking to hold on to that, playing very disciplined indeed. Lackey at range finds a key frag. Bomb plants. Oh, gonna come in. Nearly denied, but not quite. All the same, surely no chance here for Movistar Koi. They're getting overwhelmed. Molotov pushes Mopops forwards, can't find anything, and Dodo joins him shortly thereafter. 7-0. Bomb plant is nice. We need some rounds.
It's some form of progress, but this is ridiculous from Aurora. We see many a comeback from 7-0 up, especially in MR12. It can change pretty quickly. Just a bit of limitation of the economy, but that's not how this game's really gone. Norvi's still yet to die. He's 9-0. Of course, that builds up the money ridiculously. Him and KENSi happy on quintuple digits. Where have Movistar Koi gone?
Nice pick up from Belchonok to open up yet another important rifle round. Smoke going to get blown. Nearly worked in his favour, but no, he was spotted out. Lackey, meanwhile, gets aggressive. They kind of clock 2, maybe even 3 outside of mid there. So really nice response from Aurora to regain the advantage.
Yeah, important. Sododo is having a mare by his standards. Already getting taken out first once again here. Utility being thrown. AVG has to delay the Molotov because the flash doesn't go exactly where he wants it. Now that molly will be pushed through, but guess what? Norvi has advanced past it again and only took a very slight tag to it. Big kill from Just. He's removed KENSi in mid and now they can settle in a 3v3. They still have 45 seconds to make a decision.
.35 now as they are walking all the way around, not wanting to give anything away right now. Aurora are split. Could be problematic for them. Deco has a chore here on this B-bomb site, and bear in mind they've kind of changed the setup ever so slightly. I think maybe basing it on that utility. Molly goes down, smoke over the top. Flash to keep them at bay, takes a peek off the back of it, takes a big swing. Ooh, nearly 2. He's certainly set this up, though. 5 seconds to get that bomb down. They might even be able to deny things. Lackey takes the wrong play, but there's no time. Just, oh, man, they lost track of it. Or maybe he was slowed down by a bullet. I don't know, but they definitely could have got a plant off at the very least. And, yeah, just dropping the whole thing. Timer, I should think so.
I should bloody think so. And you know what I mentioned about in-game body language sometimes? End of that round, Sododo just threw his pistol in the air. And the incessant quick switching and inspecting sometimes gives you an idea. Not looking good for Movistar Koi. Aurora doing so good there. I mean, I was a bit scary for a second because when Lackey sprayed that smoke as they were crossing onto the site, obviously he knew the time on the clock meant that 1 kill could be enough, but he mouse wheel jumped as he went for that kill. Still got it though, of course, because the HP was so low. Everything's going Aurora's way. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Norvi's still yet to die in this game. We're on round 9. How long will it last?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is the million-dollar question of the day. Aurora. Oh, she's looking crazy. All right. I thought we'd maybe frozen there for a second, but maybe... Wait, maybe we did.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe we did.
Seems
like there's a few
struggle,
players.
I think.
There's a couple, though. Deco's not moving. So maybe maybe a pretty serious sort of ping spike there, unfortunately, and everybody seemingly affected by it. I was going to say, why are we just, stopping walking out in the middle of mid? everyone just freezing.
Yeah. From WG's POV there, that was
yes,
very
absolutely.
obvious.
Yeah.
Very obvious. And yeah, as you can see, there are now 2 Adam S's, so that will probably get fixed in a little bit once WG, of course, rejoins the server and we fix up the HUD again. Can be a bit janky like that. But yeah, unfortunately, we've got a little bit of time to wait. I can confirm to you that Fours have beaten 9 Pandas in a third map decider 13-8. So Fours are going through to the grand final of this little closed qualifier. And they'll be playing against one of 9 Pandas, Aurora or Koi. At the moment, it's looking like 9 Pandas dropping into that lower bracket. Could be a very tough opponent for one of these two, whoever makes it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, obviously not over for 9 Pandas. They will be chomping at the bit to make it in. It felt like it was a pretty good matchup for them. Not quite caught where the game itself goes. Let me see if I can get it up quickly, seeing as how we are indeed on cam. Okay, so they did get absolutely blasted on map 2 and 3, to be honest. But all the same, maybe they want to get that run back. We'll see. Is Force the final boss for 9 Pandas? Are they going to get another chance at it? Time's going to tell, and our question that we've got to answer here still is who will be facing off against them in that consolidation final first thing tomorrow. That gets kicked off at 3:30 Central European with Al and Mike. So make sure that you are in for that one. Oh, no!
Unlucky.
Disaster. Lackey getting slapped in the head. It's all good, though. There's not really much pressure towards mid anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. Only 1 HP damage taken, and KENSi can now defend toward B. Oh, he does really well to get 2 as the pace of Movistar Koi was turned up a little bit. But once again, the smoke spams go in Aurora's favour. Norvi's taken Stododo. Stododo's finally got off the mark in this game. But somehow, Just and WG need to do something crazy here. 2 versus 4. There goes Deco. That's a start. And Just hasn't taken much damage either. You might be able to play with this smoke and do something. And there we go. It's coming through. Headshots all over the map. And Just has absolutely, out of nowhere, hit 3 dirty headshots in a 2 versus 4. Finally, Norvi's deathless streak comes to an end. And Movistar Koi get off the mark.
Yes, indeed. Finally able to pick up a round, and maybe it is the start of something beautiful here for Movistar Koi. We'll see. But, yeah, relying on those individuals can be a bit tough. That's the one thing, if I am to be the party pooper. We need Adam and Stododo and Mopos to help out a little bit. Can't be relying on just every single round. And Aurora will know that. Going back in with the same aggressive round that they had in the previous. Didn't really see too much action in the previous. This time around, it'll get a bit more. 2-4-1. Davigi and Mopos left low as well. KENSi through the smoke with a big kill. Aurora answering back in kind here. Swing after swing. Shuts down the hopes of the Movistar string. And maybe it'll just be 11-1 instead of 12-0.
Indeed. Gosh. That's the worst feeling, right? You finally get the round off the mark. You're thinking, okay, boys, come on. 8-4. 8-4, and it's so doable. Even 9-3 is winnable, at least. Especially with a pistol, suddenly it can be 9-6 out of nowhere. But 10-2 or 11-1 feels a little bit too much. Back into the
action then. Yeah, it might just be a bit too harsh of a hill to climb, unfortunately, Trav. So we'll see. I don't know. 9-3, though, you're just trying to aim for as best you possibly can. But we'll see.
There we go, Stododo. An opening kill for him with the Hero AK as well. That gives him a gun for Davigi to pick up. something to work with here for sure. They've got a lot of control.
Definitely curious here. Minute left on the clock. Deco and Belachonok might not consider both of them on A, but as I say that, they're now starting to move away and maybe gamble B, which might not be the right call. A lot of bodies on A for Movistar.
Yeah, rotation over. And they've got enough utility to, hopefully, for their sake, give them a safe bomb plant as well. More pause. Proving to be the nuisance on B, trying to sell the fake, but Norvi stops it. So there's a 4v4, but now they know what's going on elsewhere. Site will be cleared out. Full retake will have to come in. 4v4, but another smoke spam comes through for Belchanok. It's just to go down, the hero of their one-round victory. 3v4, they're going to have to do it again and hold these aggressive angles with the rifles. Adames up close with the Mac-10. Good damage, but not enough. He'll drop down into Davy G, though, and there's the trade from Deco. He gets another 2. Deco is 12 and 4. Everyone's performing well. There's nothing to work with for Movistar Koi.
Yeah, very difficult here for them to buy a round. So we'll see. Man, is it going to be 11-1 or 10-2? I think both of them are pretty dire.
Yeah.
But just begging for a round to prove that they can do it. Movistar Koi, as said, I think the energy really sapped out of them after losing that previous and a couple of very silly rounds in here. Definitely feels like they are tilted, and keeping your mental is one of the hardest parts of the high-level game. Down goes Mopos in the early stage. A clean start for Aurora.
Yeah, look how far Adam has pushed forward. At least that's something. And Belchanok isn't expecting just to be so close in Donut either. So I guess they've realised that the most progress they've had in this game has been on A. Well, they've won the round when they won the round or not. Got a number of bomb plants. It's working out for them again this time. But of course, as you so rightly say, last round of the half. Whatever happens here for Aurora, they do have to go for it. Adam, oh, maybe a bit overly aggressive there. It gifts a free kill to KENSi and no damage back in response either. Stododo knows where they're coming from. Tries to timing a shot on the swing, but misses, and now he's smoked off. KENSi's found another. Stododo has to push through a smoke. He finds it, but Deco gets the trade. It's all down to Davy G, and a quick trade from Deco again. Ooh. It's going to be really, really close, though, and he's not got it. Could that be a lifeline for Movistar Koi? They at least get 2, but they're very close to elimination. We'll see how it finishes up after the break.
Final half of the series here and final half of the day for everyone involved. Aurora looking to make it a quick one, as they already have 10 rounds, 3 more required. So we'll see. Movistar Koi, they had a pretty good run back on their CT side of Nuke. Maybe they can do it again.
True. There is always a chance. I've got to say, well, I can. Been very impressed with Aurora. I mentioned they've been kind of quiet lately in the scene, but they have the talent. We know they can put in some great work. They only need 3 on this T side, but so far Movistar Koi are standing tall on A, and that immediate piece of presence has been removed. It's great to see these Aurora players that we've seen, of course, be so good for so long. KENSi, Norvi, Deco, this group, that core, always works out nicely. And KENSi has been looking super good on the pistol rounds as well. I say pistol round, he's been looking good all day. He's 17 and 5 in this game. Absolutely loving life. He will get removed. Now it's a 2 versus 3, but Lackey could have some timing on Mopos here. He's got the rotation of Just. He's playing the cubby. Oh, it's going to be a freebie. There's one. And Deco's found Davi G and Jaguar. How has this turned on its head again?
Honestly, these games are going a bit wild. Right, let's see. Mopos close to the action. Smoke goes down. Not wasting any time making the noise. Playing confidently here for it. Can't find the frags. And Aurora will take 11. They will, really get Movistar Koi in a difficult spot. And now we start to worry, don't we? We really start to worry about the longevity of this game. And, of course, this qualifier for the Spanish-speaking team.
I'm an enjoyer of both these teams, but as I say, maybe I was a little bit beforehand, before the game got underway. I was a bit down on Aurora purely because I wasn't feeling their recent form, the fact they'd lost Hooch, the fact that, of course, Belchanok isn't a permanent player just yet. But they've looked super impressive on this comeback. And Movistar Koi have been a bit quiet, sadly. Deco, 15 and 4, having a fantastic map. Off angle for Just, on A long. You'll hear them charging forward. And they're not going to check his position. This should be at least 1. Oh my goodness. It wasn't even. It was close to being 0. Adam trying to do more work, and that's a lovely shot. Unlucky. He helps out Dodo towards Deco, and here we go. Something to work with, perhaps. KENSi is 6 HP. Everyone on Movistar Koi is very low, but they team up. A slight lifeline, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, not much in it, obviously. An even worse position for them to be in than they were on over on Nuke. So, still not believing quite yet. They'll buy themselves some time. And maybe the ability to cool off and laugh about things at the moment. And see where life may take them at this point. A force buy out from Aurora. Eagles over Kevlar just will open us up.
You were spot on about, the previous map. Never say never. That is disgusting from Lackey. Beautiful shot on Dodo, and that's really unfortunate for Dodo. He's had an absolute nightmare of a game. That's kind of just what happens, isn't it? When you're having a poor game, those sort of ridiculous shots are hit on you. He's only 3 and 15. And because of that, it opens up B, but some aggression from Mopos at least takes a 1-for-1! What a shot from KENSi! 2v2 suddenly, and Deco playing with the car B. They know he's there. That's the problem. Davi G can probably pre-fire him out of this angle. They will smoke him off, and they're going to have a player on the defuse here in Just, and I don't think they're going to make it happen. Lackey tries a boost on his teammate, but not to be.
Damn. Still closer than I think they would have expected, and might make a decision for them moving forwards here. A saved AWP and a bit of cash available across the board. I think they are going to look to go for this here. And it does make sense to me. It won't be the worst buy in the world. Few AKs out. And a fair bit of utility alongside that AWP in the hands of Deco, who is going nuts. Of course, 17 and 5. Not quite KENSi, but similar. Kind of similar, So I think he'll be happy to have this AWP in hand.
Movistar Koi will be very happy. They're able to figure out that squeaky previous round. But of course, Aurora have that AWP thanks to the damage they did in the previous. Was able to be recovered. As I always say, always feel like you have a chance when your opponents are on 11. We saw it almost come through on Nuke. Norby happy to be on the Deagle. Focusing the utility. Timing peak from Opos is superb. Deco was not looking, but KENSi saves his teammate. Davigi will try and retake this position, but Adam's been removed in mid by Lackey. Man advantage for Aurora again.
Yeah, pretty decent one here as well, given that weaponry that we talked about. So I start to worry a little bit for Movistar Koi. Every round important with where they're at. Oh, I like it from Davigi. It's a good idea. Unfortunately, he's going into the business end of the AWP, but catches him moving as well. So it could be a big kill. The rotations are not quite as active as we'd maybe like them to be. There is a lull in the action. Lackey, not sure where to look. Going to have heard these footsteps. Oh, Flash comes round. Not able to find the kill, but he gets Davigi isolated. And now 2 remaining. Just with a big frag. This could go either way, really. Kit available. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, the HP surely won't be enough. There's still this flank available, and now Norby's been spooked. AWP is drawn, and if he had a rifle, he would have fancied himself, but it just so happened he had the AWP picked up. The MP9, the unexpected flank, works beautifully. Gets them their 5th round. Well done. Again, another close one. But they're staying alive, staying above water. They have that 1 round gap, of course, to play with. It's not like they can't afford a single mistake. Oh, are they forcing here, Aurora? That would be bold. Okay, maybe just 1.
All right, let's see. I mean, they might be able to do something with the Hero AK. Obviously, quite a popular thing. Particularly when you're so many rounds ahead. It can make a bit of sense. Timeout coming in. I would imagine to try and facilitate this AK. They've got a little bit around it to work with, so don't count them out. I like the utility. If they've got an idea for it, yeah, it could do some serious damage here.
Oh no. It's happened again. Maybe some pathing needs to be changed there for that Molotov toward bottom mid. And a smack in the bonce by the incendiary. Sododo on the line. Good opening pick. Very quiet game. Now is the time for him to step up, but he's missed his second shot. Norby is spammed down just. And there is some control on the site. The bomb will be able to go down. That Molotov won't spread. And again, we're in a spooky situation for Movistar Koi. A tough retake again.
Yep, not nice at all. Lackey. Gonna go down. Deco the next one to fall, so not looking good here for the T side. AWP gets in the action. Norby inside the smoke, trying to be sneaky, but does not work for him. Movistar Koi will fend it off. Still, the buy will help them quite a lot. Loss bonus stacked up a bit, and you can see it has a pretty big effect on where things are going to be.
That's clean. Importantly clean. Haven't been many of those. Felt like that might have been a chance there for Aurora, especially with 1 gun. But not this time. Gap's only 5. They came back from 12-5 to 12-11 on Nuke. Adam looking for some aggression in mid as round 18 commences. And with these smokes down, Aurora don't want to just go charging through and take lane control, not knowing what's there. They'll throw some utility in first. Smash their way into it. Morvi could find a timing hit.
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, a smoke and then a flash. Davy G does well to find one, nearly two actually. Adam hidden away. Not quite ready for the fights to come his way. The flash maybe gives it away a little. They will have to back off of that move, but once again, Aurora have managed to get the bomb down. Deco moving down ramp pretty quickly. I don't think he's going to respect how close Mopos will be, but also does not commit around the corner. Belchonok falls. Deco with a quick spin around there, I believe, so that'll make all the difference. Lackey strikes from behind. The backside have just finished off, and Adam S remains alone. Nothing he can do.
Damn, impressive stuff from Aurora. They should be absolutely delighted with this performance, to be honest. I mean, obviously, Movistar Koi in recent times have been so successful in the big qualifiers, on LAN, of course. Really good in these Challenger qualifiers in the past. But this one might be one they'll have to write off. Aurora are very close to the finish line now, and we will be down to just 3 teams, of course. 4s are waiting in that grand final. 9 Pandas are waiting for the winner of this game. And the quality CIS teams are really showing through in this qualifier, that's for sure.
Okay, seems like we have a little bit of a technical issue. The HUD always getting upset. You know, we have all these updates coming out as well, so I would imagine they might be running on a little bit of the older version of it, not been fully updated, so, you know, just have to bear with us on that. But hopefully it shouldn't be too long before we get back into the action. We want to see how this one concludes, and indeed, I wasn't wrong, so we're all good. Of course. What are you doing there?
I was trying to snap my fingers to get us back into game.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the timing just wasn't in for you.
Ah, so near, but yet so far.
I should have just committed, you know, 3, 2, 1, and then go for it, mate. But it's scary, isn't it? Really, putting yourself out like that. You don't want to become a Reddit clip. You know. Yeah,
production are trolling us slightly, so you know, have a bit of fun with them sometimes. But, yeah. The serious point for Movistar Koi is this is not the performance they would have wanted, especially after winning map 1. And winning the map, which they hadn't really had much recent game time on as well. That was the tough one, seemingly. It was the next 2 where they'd had a lot more recent examples of playing super well at the top of the game. Aurora have showed up to play today and will deserve this thoroughly. They have one more round to win. It might be a fast beat to try and close it out. Davy G is forced into the open. Dink for dink. Not going to work out. Lackey takes just 3 versus 5. Mopos can only find the 1. This is looking ever more difficult. Sododo has a glass cannon AWP. He may hit a tag, but it's not a frag. And now he is last alive. Aurora know exactly where he is. He'll get taken down in the side. What a performance from Aurora. They've removed one of the bracket favourites in Movistar Koi. And they have a even harder task, or just as hard a task, against 9 Pandas tomorrow to try and stay alive in the bracket. But they will stay alive.
Yeah, no, I mean, that is very true, though, what you say about Movistar Koi being one of the favourites.